But apparently the way it works is that you're not gonna get ads that are not relevant to you. What? What did I... Hi guys, Mattiace, and in today's video we'll be talking to North and Belgium from the AMD server. And I would like to let them share their point of view of what it's like to run these servers for the community, with the community, what it means for them and how it affects their life, and some of the parts of what they're doing while running these servers. And in the background you will see a whole bunch of boom moments. I'll be blowing up tanks left, right and center, and I also decided to add some clips where you can see why I prefer the ammo crate over the ammo pouches. So let's see what Belgium and the North has to say. So okay. I'm talking to North and Belgium, JRM Belgium. So you are the admins, or two of the admins of the AMG server, or the AMG servers, I would say. You have one server that only plays the original maps, and one server that plays all the maps, including all the DLCs. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
And currently that's it. And as of now, you only have servers on Battlefield 1, or are there other games?
Only Battlefield 1, yeah. For other games, they're usually temporarily, but we have two permanent servers, yeah.
All right. Now, I played quite a lot on the AMG servers, and one of the things I've noticed is that you can reserve a slot, a VIP slot for a member. Can you tell us what the requirement is to get one of these VIP slots?
Well, the idea of the founders was, because to be clear, I was not one of the founders, but there was that AMG is supposed to be a community more than a clan. So the servers are 100% community funded. So even an AMG member has to donate like €1 per month, for example, for a VIP slot, and the goal is then to use that money to, of course, pay for the server, but also for the web hosting, for some Discord bots, for everything surrounding AMG to make it, you know, a better and more fun place for the community.
All right, that's cool. And if there is a successful game coming out within a year or so, Battlefield 6 or whatever they want to call it, are you planning on moving your community over to that game?
Well, the reason why we've never actually moved over into Battlefield 5 is the lack of a rental server program for Battlefield 5. Battlefield 1 allows us to have VIP slots, have admin slots, have it's very limited, but at least it's there. And Battlefield 5 they never even try to do something for the Battlefield 5 game, so that sort of limits a clan into having a good experience in the game. Because if you don't have rules like toxicity, racism, cheating, and you can't do anything about it, well, that's just no fun to play. I honestly don't understand why people... You have many people that only play on DICE official servers, but I honestly don't understand why, when there are community managed servers where they know that they can play, or usually can play cheat-free when they're admins online.
Well, I guess maybe because when I browse the servers, I see AMG servers, and there's a queue of like 6 people on both servers, and the other community servers are also normally full, or at least when I see it. But yeah, so that brings up another question though. If you see that your community is growing, are you planning on like maybe adding another server to your program, or do you need to have a certain amount of members in order to cover the costs or anything, or is there anything like that coming in the future?
The problem is not the money, because we do have money. Let's say if we want to expand to 3 or 4 servers, that would be possible. I mean, as soon as we start a server, people start donating for it. They want a VIP slot. We currently even have a waiting queue for 2 months for the first AMG server just to get a slot. So that wouldn't be the issue. The issue would be to manage the server in a way that they're good managed simultaneously. For example, if you catch one cheater on one server, you should ban that player also on server 2, on server 3 and server 4, in order to avoid that he just hops onto the next AMG server and starts cheating there. So you see big clans that have multiple servers, like 5 or 6 servers, but they usually have the rule that they only ban the cheater on the server where they catch him. Because otherwise it's very difficult. The more servers you have, the more cheaters you will catch, and the sooner your list will be full, especially if you sync them between all the servers. And yeah, if you look at AMG, we only have 2 servers, and we're at the point that we can no longer ban people for more than 2 months. So let's say that we have 3 or 4 servers, then if we were to align the ban list, we couldn't ban them more than a month, maybe.
Oh, so it's the same list regardless of how many servers you have.
Yeah, for us it is. Yeah, some clans don't do it that way, but we do it. When we catch this cheater on server 1, people can be sure that he can't join server 2 as well.
All right. So there seems to be a lot of annoying limitations coming from DICE and EA being a server admin or a server host. Get fucking wrecked.
Biggest issue I've found is just lack of customization. For me on my end, I mean, there's a lot of servers that ban mortar trucks. Epics do it, Infinity Paradise do it, and Bob do it on certain servers. I think it's like if we've got planes, they'll then allow them. The only way we can actually ban it is by saying it's banned. We can't actually remove it. So, say for example, we wanted to ban the SMG-08. We have to ban SMGs as a whole. That's the MP18, the Automatico, RSC, SMG, the Hellregal, everything. And when we actually do that, it knocks the server into a custom mode. So it can only be found via certain filters, which are a nightmare to organize. So seeding the server, getting it started, and keeping it populated would be near impossible.
Alright. Yeah, I've heard, we talked about it before, that it's quite a hassle to manage servers, and yeah. Well, it's good that you share this information. Hopefully DICE will improve on this in upcoming titles, but yeah, we never know.
Well, the fact that you have to start up the game alone to manage the server doesn't make sense to me. I remember playing games 20 years ago, shooters that had a web interface that you can easily kick a player, move a player, add rules to it, configure the server, just all with a web interface without starting up the game. Now you're at the point where people, when they're at their job or when they don't have their PC with them that has Battlefield 1 installed, even when some player reports a cheater or a server rule violation, if the admin itself isn't in the room with their gaming PC, he can't even do anything about it. While in certain games with a web interface, he can just go to that web interface, kick the player, and there were even games that allowed you to take a screenshot of a player's screen. So if someone says he's a wall hacking, you could just use a punkbuster command back in the day, and it just took a screenshot of that player, and you could instantly see if he was using a wall hack or not. I mean, this was 20 years ago, and we're now in 2020, and yeah, the server rental program from DICE is so limited, and they just haven't thought about the cheating aspect of the game, especially in the long run. Because to be honest, the ban list limit wasn't really an issue 2 years ago. We could easily keep a player banned for over a year, but now it's down to 2 months because the community is that much smaller, but the cheating community didn't become that much smaller.
Yeah. All right.
And the fact that in the interface of the server, it actually doesn't even give you a number as to how many people are actually banned. So for example, if 199 people are banned, you go to ban someone and then do so, someone else bans someone, it just says could not ban the player. It doesn't tell you the ban list is full or how many slots are free. As a result, Disky Patty, who is another one of the leaders, he has for many months now manually counted the ban list in its entirety, both servers, to see how full it is. So he has to count 190 people or 180 people by himself. The server doesn't actually tell him.
Holy shit.
That is a complete joke in itself.
And I've been criticizing DICE and EA before for completely other reasons. This is just, I mean, this is funny. It sounds like a joke. It really does. It sounds like a comedy. And it's 2020, and he has to sit there. I can see him in front of me, sitting there with a piece of paper and a pencil in his hand, not even typing it on the computer. I don't know why I got that picture in my mind.
From what I remember, from what he told us, he takes screenshots of the list. Because naturally with Origin, since you can change your name so much, a lot of the cheaters change their name quite often to like I think only a few of them have ever managed to do it in between servers. So we've banned them on server 1, and then within 5 seconds they've changed the names. So when we try to add them to server 2, we can't add them anymore.
Yeah, because they do it so fast.
Exactly. So then poor Alex Disky has got to go through the entire list to see which one doesn't add up.
Yeah, okay.
All through those two. And like, I just feel sorry for him sitting there for 4 to 5 hours on end.
Yeah.
You know, doing that. That's just so depressing.
I mean, EA and DICE, they really should get their game working properly.
Well, the limitation wouldn't be an issue if they actually ban people. If you submit video evidence, for example, via Origin, then it wouldn't be an issue. You see someone wall hacking or with an aimbot, you record him, it's very obvious. You should be able to report that player and see him banned from Origin 24 hours later. Then the limit itself wouldn't be an issue. But the fact that they don't ban it, even after multiple video submissions, well, yeah, then it becomes an issue, because then you have to choose, I'm gonna keep this cheater on my ban list or not, or will I remove him, and hopefully he doesn't find out that we removed him again.
Alright, well, yeah, I guess we can only hope that eventually this is going to be resolved.
Do you know how in Battlefield 3 and 4 there is a lot of admin abuse?
Yeah.
And it does seem to be only an issue in those games. Haven't seen much admin abuse in BF1.
Yeah.
At least from the European side of things. I don't know how it is in America or Asia. But generally speaking, I know our admin are not badmins. I know that they're very good at the job and they're very dedicated. But for simple like peace of mind, I would have appreciated an activity log to tell everybody what a certain admin has done. So for example, has he swapped a player so he can get to the winning team? Has he kicked someone that maybe has killed them a few times? Has he banned someone wrongly?
A good example was me last year, when I was 100% sure that I just kicked a player for...
Oh, yeah.
And I actually banned him because the buttons itself are invisible in the menu, so it's easily to click on the wrong thing. But once you click on the invisible button, then the question arrives, do you want to kick or ban him? And I was sure that I clicked on kick, but I actually banned the player. And it was, luckily I was streaming and I recorded it, and then the player itself saw me saying I'm gonna kick him, and then he saw me clicking on banning, and yeah, that way we could see that, oh, I just banned him on it by accident. But as soon as something happens that, like, people are starting to search, okay, who is the admin that banned this player for no good reason? But in this case, it was me, and I've seen myself doing it quite sometimes. That that was Google. That I click on an invisible button that I have to say, oh no, this is not the button I want to kick, not ban. So it's especially in the heat of the game, it's very easy to click on the wrong button very fast.
Since you want to obviously get back into the game.
Yeah.
That brought up the point though of invisible buttons. Yeah, when you're in the server admin, if you get 3 options, that's kick, ban, move. So you can switch the team, kick them or ban them.
All right.
They are invisible when you go to look at. You've got to use the arrow keys in order for them to show up, and even then sometimes it doesn't work. So occasionally you can be looking for the kick button or the ban button, you can't find it.
Huh. Alright.
I don't know where that glitch came from, but it's a joke.
Yeah, well, apparently the server renter program leaves a lot for desire, or leaves a lot of room for improvement.
Price.
Yeah. I'm hoping that this eventually will be resolved, and I want to say, from my own experience and from a lot of the people that I play with, I want to say big thanks to the AMG admins for hosting these servers and for keeping the servers clean. It's been very, very helpful, and it's made the gaming experience much more pleasant, knowing that you can at least get rid of, or at least you can have a few hours cheating free of Battlefield 1, even in 2020. Anything else you want to add to it?
No, not really.
No, I suppose price could be one.
Price, alright.
So, for example, if, let's say we wanted to buy a Team Deathmatch server.
Yeah.
Now, Team Deathmatch is one of my favourite game modes. I do enjoy it. You get 24 slots, and yes, you get access to all the maps, but obviously those maps are smaller. I think it's only 2 to 3 flags along those lines.
Right here.
In terms of size, anyway. If we want to buy that for 6 months, it's 129.99, isn't it? Or did it go up a bit?
Pounds, yeah.
Yeah.
He's dead.
But however, if we want to buy a 64-player Conquest server, it costs exactly the same.
Okay.
So you get 40 less slots, smaller maps, and it costs exactly the same amount.
Yeah, the cost for the rental server program is a bit ridiculous, I have to say, because I mean, you're basically doing ES job for them, and you have to pay for it. That's kind of silly. That's beyond stupid, actually. It is beyond stupid.
That's EA's prophecy, basically.
Yeah.
Less work, more money.
Yeah.
But that's it from me, anyway. That's all.
What worries me is the day that they decide to cancel it, because they didn't give it to third parties, the rental server program. That means that we're 100% dependent of them extending it. So the day that they decide, maybe a few months or even a year after Battlefield 6, they say, well, Battlefield 1, you know, it's 5-6 years old, let's quit. Then, yeah, then it's done, then it's over. Then the only option is there to play with cheaters or to don't play at all.
I guess we can hope for EA to come to their senses. I have hit that tank so fucking much. Some of us have hopes. Otherwise, other people have given up hope on EA. We will see. But I want to say big thanks to you, North, and you, Belgium, for for taking your time and explaining some of your experiences with AMG. And yeah, thanks for the talk. I finally got him. Holy shit!
Yeah, thanks for the kind words about our admins. I'm sure they will appreciate hearing you say that.
I will see you guys in the battlefield, and yeah, have a good one. Thank you. Get fokkin rekt. So that was some words from Belgium and North, and if you appreciate playing on cheater-free and administrated servers, then please show some love and appreciation for these admins working their asses off for us all to have a good experience. And yeah, big thanks for watching, and I hope I will see you guys live soon.
Repair interrupted, he's low, Matti, below 50.
Where's the tank?
Panzer gesichtet, aufpassen!
Oh no, okay. Oh, he's there, okay, I'll go. Yeah.
Oh my god, look at... They shoot me in the spawn.
Tank down.